Tonight, 1 year after the Los Indios Police Department was established, the department is expanding. Channel 5's Gabriela Garza shows us how more officers could soon join the force, all thanks to a tweak in the city's budget.
A small city along the border, unlike the rest.
This is a very peaceful place with lots of privacy.
Rufino Viela says things weren't always this way for the city of Los Indios.
The problem was that a lot of people from outside of our area would come here and burglarize the homes.
He says he was able to see change when the city started their local police department a year ago.
This officer, during the day, he is doing things very well.
But Viela says one officer is not enough.
Things are fine during the day, but it's still necessary to have an extra officer at night. People know there are no officers, so the problems start again.
Chief Jose de la Rosa is the only full-time officer working for the city police department. Reserve officers also assist the department, but on a volunteer basis. Before the department existed, Chief de la Rosa says the city had to depend on other law enforcement agencies for protection.
It was tough just because the response time for the sheriff's office was taking a long time. So the community needed the law enforcement. And I mean, as always, any city here in Cameron County needs to have their own law enforcement. Los Indios is the only community from Progreso all the way to Bronzeville, the only town that has a police department.
A year after opening its doors, the police department is finally starting to expand, a hope Chief de la Rosa has had since the beginning.
We're trying to change the image of the city, having a city that you're welcome to come here and live here.
Chief de la Rosa says when the department started, there was little money allocated for the department. Now their budget has grown.
The budget, to have the vehicles, everything is an extra expense to the city that we didn't have before. But we do think that in about maybe 2 years, we will have a full-time department to serve the community better. It's just little by little, we have to get everything that we need.
The first step the city took was getting a larger facility for the police department full of equipment and technology necessary for future officers.
We do need another officer here, at least until midnight. If he wants to go at midnight, that's fine, because people already are asleep.
And another officer is just what they'll get. Chief de la Rosa says the city has amended their budget. The new budget will eliminate an open public works position in order to create a new position with the police department.
We want peace for everyone. We want families, kids to be able to go out on the streets without worrying about people speeding through the area and causing problems for themselves and us.
De la Rosa says this is just the first stage of a bigger plan.
The next step that we have is have a full-time department.
In the coming months, De la Rosa hopes to start the process of growing the police force to better serve their community. In Los Indios, Gabriela Garza, Channel 5 News at 10.